Australia may be about to change one of the biggest tax advantages property investors have. And if this happens, it could change investment strategies, property prices, and even housing affordability. In the next few minutes, I'll explain what a CGT discount is, why it exists, why governments want to change it, what other countries have done, and the real impact this could have on investors and first home buyers. Because this is one policy change every property investor should understand. Let's simplify this so you can understand what it really means for you. Right now, if you hold an investment asset like property, shares for more than 12 months, you only pay tax on 50% of the profit. This is called the CGT discount. For example, if you make a $400,000 profit selling an investment property, only $200,000 is added to your taxable income. The government is now debating whether this discount should be reduced. Let's see why the CGT discount was introduced. The CGT discount was introduced mainly for three reasons. First, inflation. Sometimes property prices rise just because the value of money falls. So governments wanted to avoid taxing investors on inflation-only gains. Second, encouraging long-term investment. If investors hold assets longer, markets become more stable and predictable. Third, reducing what economists call the lock-in effect. If taxes are too high, investors may refuse to sell properties even when it makes economic sense. There are also arguments against the discount. Some policymakers believe the discount gives too much advantage to investors compared to owner-occupiers. Others believe it encourages speculative investment and contributes to property price growth. And of course, reducing the discount would increase government tax revenue. Let me explain using a simple example. Imagine Sarah buys an investment property for $600,000. 10 years later, she sells it for $1 million. That means she made a $400,000 capital gain. Under current rules, she pays tax on only $200,000. If the discount reduces to 25%, she would pay tax on $300,000. That is a significant increase in tax. This means investors may need to focus more on rental income, hold their properties longer, or rethink exit strategies. Australia is not the only country that adjusts capital gains tax rules. In the United States, long-term investments are taxed at lower rates than short-term investments. In Canada, only part of the capital gain is included in taxable income. In the United Kingdom, different rates apply based on income levels and asset types. New Zealand doesn't have a full CGT system, but they introduce rules that tax property gains if sold within certain timeframes. In most countries, when tax rules change, investor behavior changes, but property prices usually depend on many other factors like interest rates, supply, and population growth. Some experts believe reducing the CGT discount could reduce investor competition. That could give owner-occupiers more opportunities to buy. But the impact is usually gradual, because property prices are influenced by many things, including borrowing power and housing supply. In some cases, investors simply shift strategies instead of leaving the market, regardless of policy changes. Successful investors usually focus on cash flow, sustainability, strong asset selection, long-term holding strategies. Tax structuring and diversification tax rules change over time, but good investment fundamentals usually remain consistent. CGT policy debates are complex. There is no single winner or loser. The real impact depends on how the rules are implemented and how investors adapt. What do you guys think? Put in the comment. Would reducing CGT discounts improve housing affordability or simply change investor behavior? Comment below.